Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien speaking on Friday, May 17th. TGIF here in Georgia. It's going to be a nice hot day. Bubba's not with me today. He was earlier. But I wanted to do a part three on that immigration proposed bill for the GOP and those dumb, pardon me, Democrats in Congress. You've heard my first two videos, so first off, to summarize, okay, whether you're a dreamer or illegal alien, you get a number from either Homeland Security or the State Department that you have to issue to everybody you know, the employees, employers uh, there. Number two, the employers must include your wages that they pay you with the other employees as they due every quarter on the 941 to Internal Revenue Service. And they also must their match whatever the percentage that Congress comes up with to establish a fund for illegal aliens because they have to pay to play. Okay. And number three, for all you diehard, oh, they got a number, and also you, uh, we don't want to give them amnesty, you know, that kind of stuff. They don't get amnesty here. They're still illegal aliens. And if you don't register in time, whatever Congress determines what time is that you have to give them register to ICE to make sure that they know you're here. If they catch you and you haven't registered, that's an automatic deportation. No ifs, ands, or buts on that. So you must be, because once you get the number, they can't touch you until your procedure goes through. And mind you, that could take a little bit because you know how the federal government is. It's as slow as molasses. But here is the other issue, Americans. You're the people that are saying, "Oh, well, is it going to be humane?" Or "We don't want amnesty." To you, I say, what amnesty? In order to get citizenship, is not even on the table. That's way, 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 way down the road. First off, you got to get past being an illegal alien, and then you have to get some sort of a visa. And the United States has a lot of visas. I mean, I got a permanent resident alien, but that is hard to get. Trust me, it took me 3 years. So this is what I'm saying. The United States have to determine what status they want to give them if they want to stay in the U.S. And like I said, they cannot send money to home. They cannot bring family from home. And the money is ironclad. That is it, no ifs, ands, or buts. You cannot send money home. The bringing family home, you can have some sort of exceptions because there's no such thing as 100% absolute except for the money. That part is 100% ironclad. But the other part, for human sake, say, like in the case of my sister, she was American. Her dad recognized her as American, so that was a plus for her. She was also educated in the Canal Zone, but she was 14. And my grandfather, the American government treated him bad. That's a different story, but he couldn't afford to keep both of us. So he sent her to my mom. And by the way, each one of us that came here, my mother came in 1960, my sister came in 1975, and she was already 14 years old and educated, American. I came in 1979. I was already graduated from an American high school and went to work here. And that's, something that most illegal aliens can't do because A, they don't understand the language, they don't understand the system. We grew up in the system. And this is what I'm saying, Americans. You have to create a system where English becomes the number one language. So you don't have Spanish English out there. You ever call on the phone? Oh, si quiere hablar en español, oprima el dos. Remember that? You don't want that. You don't want uh, things in English and Spanish on the instructions whenever you get something on that? Why should you? You are an American. You go to Japan and you find things in English. Some places do, most places don't. So you have to know Japanese in order to get around, or you're in deep cacao over there, aren't you? Panama's a different story. They know English because you guys were there for 70 some years. And, they got menus like my wife Betty found out. Hey, I can order and I don't have to worry about it because we went to this restaurant called Lung Fung. And she was looking at me like, what am I going to do? He's talking to the Chinese was talking to the guy in front in Spanish. And she moves up and he says, hello, ma'am, how can I help you? Does that tell you something? But most places aren't like that. And most illegal aliens aren't like that. So you have to have this system. It's as humane as you can get it. There's no more humane system than this, Americans. And like I said, this is an overview. There's a lot more that goes on to this that Congress has to know. But I don't have time in the videos to tell them. What do you know, Americans? Look at all these 3 videos and write me back. This is your favorite alien saying, I would like your feedback on this. You got to admit this is a humane way of doing it. And that also, if you find illegal aliens that deserve to be deported, well, let's deport them. But you have to get rid of this illegal alien problem. And this is only the first step. You got a lot of steps to do on this. This is not the catch-all, free-all step here. This is your favorite alien signing up.